Here I am, fashionably late once again to my own stream. Fashionably.
What happened?
Oh, I was doing a bunch of stuff, but I had the stream preamble running for a little bit longer than I was expecting. So, I was here like 15 minutes after I let the music play, and I usually try to do like 10 minutes, but I sometimes end up getting carried away with something. I just get distracted.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence. Mission. Escort the Rubicon Liberation Front's transport helicopter.
We appreciate your support, Raven. We have to rescue our captured comrades. Failure is not an option. Coral, abide with Rubicon.
We're under attack! The Liberation Front chopper and an escort AC! They must be here for their friends. Intercept.
That's so long. You think Butcher peaked in space? Epic that that's so long.
Commencing extraction of Comrade Saeed.
621. Secure the area.
You came for me. Sorry to keep you waiting, Saeed. I'm okay. Still alive, at least. A little rest, and I'll pay him back. Heading for the next site, Raven. Keep us covered. Landing at Site B. Extraction Comrade Nesson. Raven, keep watch.
Enemy sighted.
Focus on the chopper! Shoot it down! Don't let them go! Keep their intel on the well!
What? No. We've extracted Comrade Nesson, but we were too late. Damn it. Not mess up. Heading to the last site. Just a little more, Raven.
The coral wells are the Rubiconian's lifeline. He must have refused to talk.
Getting hit. Raven, keep us safe.
Oh, she has a spacesuit? I was hoping Sarah did that, I guess.
We're at Site C.
Why can't you just breathe vacuum like the rest of us?
He's the last
Like,
one.
this will be the first time you went out and took in a spacesuit area, like, you just die horribly.
Well, that'd be the ideal outcome, wouldn't it?
Fell on frostbite.
He just goes out like fucking Arnold in Total Recall. Except actually dies. Just like,
Father Joe Mayan has been extracted.
Thank goodness you're safe, Father. Coral abide with Rubicon.
You don't know what you're saying.
It's not clever, Sarah. Building a city underground isn't clever.
But dying embers. Mission accomplished. Leaving the combat area.
No one even wants to be at Mars.
621.
Oh, building a city underground is a clever way of keeping its. No, that's not clever.
That's a
Like,
record
it's-
they see.
She's just so full of herself.
I just kind of want her to get killed.
Give you that.
She probably thinks each fart she makes is a historical discovery.
That's gone too high. And the brains to Michigan's muscle.
You know what? She's probably just so, like, jealous of all these foreigners. She just non-stop has to interject that she could have also done it too. A certain complex, probably. There's a massive hope that she's playing second fiddle to some retard who mined rocks.
Lost your nerve.
Like, imagine spending your whole life saying you're the world's, like, greatest explorer person, and then some retard with a laser just walks in and just sort of does everything. Probably kill yourself at that
2 miles down.
rope fuel.
Well done, 621.
Thanks for the follow.
Don't follow this channel. Who did that?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, you're right.
Don't follow. You don't want to follow this. This is not a good thing for me.
What's wrong here?
Yeah.
What's bad? Why don't you talk, big guy?
Back us up.
Why don't you stay?
Thank you for the unfollow.
Yeah, no, thanks for the unfollow. It's going well.
Why don't you say what we're all thinking?
Confirmed. The chopper has exited the combat zone. Mission accomplished. Raven, a symbol of resolve. But mark my words, there will be nothing left but dying embers.
Day is going all right. Going with the beer.
You just know Sarah hates her life in secretly.
Okay. Stream's going well.
Ah, my favorite little tourist. About my promise to take you up top. I need a little help cleaning up first. See, certain someone smashed up all my defense hardware. And now I've got rival dozers muscling
How often
in.
do I stream? Try to do about
It's
4
the
days a
Junker
week.
Coyotes. We never did get on. Always sniffing around, just waiting for a chance to bite. Making a mess is one thing, but they're going after our development data too.
I've been pretty much streaming every day this week though because of
We need to
Armored Core.
swat the hacking drones they sent before they make off with all my secrets. Yeah, it's pretty low of them, but at least give them credit for knowing where the value is. Anyway, did I mention that this is all your fault? You can make up for it by keeping my secrets
Oh, we need to
safe.
get your quest done right away, bitch. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, these two
You're
guys are
getting there.
playing. These two jokers are playing Starfield. A bad game
Your handler didn't authorize this sortie either.
made by.
Minor hard hat outfit. What?
I'll support you.
Why are the miners in hard hats? Well, you can't have kids working construction.
That's not the hard hat I was hoping. It's, you know, it's not the hard hat I was hoping. You know, maybe we put that on Sarah while she's aboard the ship.
Let's get
The dumb
rolling,
cat.
tourist.
Alright, go for it. Say whatever you want to say.
Coyotes left here.
Let's be quick about this, Raven.
Security breaches reached 10%. Firewall's going down fast. Must be about 5 drones to pull that off.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. 4 to go.
Straight out of the gates. Keep it up, tourist.
Alright.
Target destroyed.
I get why they want our tech. I just wish they had a little more flair. If it were me, I'd raid us from orbit and just yank our servers off the ground. The Coyotes are using RADMTs. They're hot stuff on the black market. Still, I'm not sure I like seeing my own babies used against me.
Okay. I actually had my banners done pretty recently, so I'm not in the market for more banners. Sorry.
Security breaches reached 50%.
Can't spot the targets. Try to... Confirmed. Target destroyed. 2 remaining.
Guess I better get to work on our countermeasures.
I mean, I wouldn't mind taking a look, but I really am not in the market for any more like channel content. I'm pretty satisfied with how my channel is set up right now. Thank you. You're trying to give me a sales pitch, aren't you? Thought that was what you were trying to do.
Target destroyed.
One left. You'd have to try to mess it up now.
That's 5. All hacking drones destroyed.
Good job, tourist. We sent the Coyotes and their pals a little counter-virus. The servers are officially fried. Maybe that'll teach them to behave. Wait, the radar. Are there more of them?
They're outside. Let's move to intercept.
Light and ammunition at 50%.
Huh. You're the freelancer from the dam raid.
Oh, this guy.
And here I thought I'd just make some extra scratch. Guess I can settle the score at the same time.
I see the Coyotes got some help too. Don't forget to smile, tourist.
So, okay, so Earth lost this magnetic field, right? So it died. So why did they then settle on Mars, another planet that also doesn't have a magnetic field?
Just works.
I get that a lot of people would have died on Earth and left, but you still think they would just had some underground cities and shit. Like that's a lot easier than it is moving to another planet.
Then God couldn't tell this full story, Daniel.
Like I don't understand why you'd abandon Earth to go settle another planet that also doesn't have a magnetic field. You know what I mean? Like you're just going
you can't
from
even comprehend God's genius. It's so
you're
sad.
just going from one bad planet to another.
Ammunition at 10%.
Fallout 3 will have over 300 enemies. You just can't God someone.
Now we can finally be alone. Your next freelancer. That ringing in my ears again. It'll be peace and quiet when you're
I'm
gone.
so mad. I want to go back to the testing hall and talk to Todd and piss him off.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%. Left shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Learned your lesson.
God damn it.
You're out
Almost
of your
had him.
league, freelancer.
Fucking handgun. Christ. Of course I had to run out of ammo.
I see the coyotes got some help too. Don't forget to smile, tourist.
You know, I really owe you one. You got lucky, and damn, I'm gonna prove it. You're gonna die, freelancer. What the hell? They're all over us. Help me out or we're both dead. You psycho or something? We're both in trouble here. It's ringing in my ears again. It'll be peace and quiet when you're gone.
One, prepare for landing.
You low down, Mesa. Don't you dare think you've won.
At 50%. AP at 30%. Light and ammunition at 50. AP at 50. AP at 30%.
All unidentified machines destroyed. No more enemies detected.
Yeah, get fucked, Iguazu.
I've seen that kind of stuff before. I'm gonna have to look look into this.
Today I rewatched Smarty calling the police and being like, hey, is it illegal to have, you know, someone's Xbox that they didn't pay for sent to my house?
Yeah, is it illegal for somebody that's sending something to someone who they didn't pay for to send,
And
to send
Cyrus
it
is
somewhere
just
else?
like, Cyrus is just like, face.
One new message.
Guess you noticed that job from Balaam and decided to take it. Next time, look before you leap. You can't trust anyone on Rubicon. Keep heading for the ice field. I'll take care of some loose ends in the meantime.
That's crazy. Oh. Imagine if they had nuke gun game. That'd be crazy.
That'd be pretty crazy, yeah.
Starfield game isn't as good as the DVD box set of How I Met Your Mother, the TV show.
I mean, it's not even fair to compare.
Yeah, the plot of how the riveting plot. The bone chill Joffrey plot of how he met your mother. How did he meet his mother? We'll never know. Television's so bad, Jesus Christ.
Wait, are you saying? Hold on. Okay, let's. You're right about a lot of things, but not Young Sheldon.
Oh yeah.
The only good show, Young Sheldon. Remember when he said Bazinga? That was like the thing.
He walked into a crowded mall and opened up his trench coat and went Bazinga, and then he started shooting everybody.
I'm still laughing about that, laughing and screaming and punching.
Crying. Sometimes when I'm watching Young Sheldon, my ass hurts.
I don't know why. It's like you're getting some kind of feedback from the show.
My ass just starts hurting. Huh?
I can't explain it. What do you think I am, some kind of scientist?
I'm not a scientist all
You think I'm
over
some
the
kind of
planet.
science man? You think I'm doing science over here?
Hey, you gonna ask Dr. Fauci? Yeah, nothing. They, of course, asked to look inside and watch. Ouch. In the name of science. Halt right there, science. Science-inal scum.
Man, this space station that's been abandoned for a long time is still in basically perfect condition.
Well, there are the spacers living.
I mean,
I guess
they're
they're great at fixing it.
Yeah, they're really taking care of them still.
They're doing a good job. Why are they going out attacking people?
Okay, why does Sarah get to walk around like wearing like a normal outfit?
I know what she has the hotkey on fucking standby. It's so weird seeing her. She just does not gel with the game at all. Must be because of all the science she consumes.
He's eating a lot of science, that's true.
The more science, the more science you eat, the better you are at dealing with vacuums.
That is how it works.
Which is why we can safely toss young Sheldon out into space.
Yeah. Launch him into orbit. All young Sheldon fans know the plot of the show.
Oh, the part where he got sent into space and his eyes bulged out of his head, that was awesome.
So his head explodes. The series finale of young Sheldon just being his like corpse covered in ice, like floating around space is so weird.
And then you just hear through his little suit radio, you just hear on his suit radio, the mission control goes, Bazinga.
Oh, there was not even. We didn't even give him a suit. We just launched him.
You hear over his little radio that they gave him, Bazinga. And then that's it.
Then a laugh track plays.
Yeah, a laugh track plays, and then the show. That's just it. That's the show.
They should have pulled the 2.5 Men ending for young Sheldon. Where the guy
a piano
he's
falls
just-
on him, and then the
Yeah.
director of the show shits all over the actor.
Yeah, he hated Charlie Sheen so much he had a piano fall on him and just was like,
And then spent the final season of the show shitting on him.
it's like Charlie Sheen leaves and then the rest of the show is just made to spite him. He immediately replaces him with Ashton Kutcher and is like, yeah, Ashton Kutcher gets way more chicks, is nice and successful and cooler.
Which are
That's
all
such
true
a-
things in real life.
Yeah, it's just such a funny thing. It's like, yeah, here's Ashton Kutcher. He's like way hotter. He's got better stuff. He's richer. He's just way cooler.
Well, you
than
know
old
why
Charlie.
Sheen was like doing all that shit, right? Because he had fucking AIDS.
Yeah, good. You act like that's a bad thing.
Well, I mean, it depends on, you know. it's
Bugga
full-blown
has
AIDS or
it.
not.
Well, you can just be an absolute menace on your... So, you know, here's a hint, aspiring actors. Just get AIDS and you can get away with whatever you want on set. And then if anybody gives you trouble about it, you just say, I'll have you know I have AIDS. It's that easy. Go do exactly what I just told you and you'll be a star in no time.
What if I'm already a star?
Then I guess you can get AIDS as a bonus.
Yeah, you just get AIDS for the street cred.
To level up my medicine, I've been just jumping off of a building, healing, so I can rank up my med pack thing. There we go. Perfect. I also, like, tore my muscles and broke a bunch of limbs.
Oh my god. Ready to head out there? We're already on the space station. I just want you to carry my shit.
Oh, John, check this shit out, by the way. I just found some really fucking cool tech. Whenever you're there, anyways. That is some fucking sick tech. Holy shit. I gotta tell people about this. Holy shit. god, this feels so good to pull off.
Have you found Sir Gideon off near the all-knowing yet?
Sir Gideon Ophir, the all-knowing!
Oh, you haven't?
50%.
I think I've bugged Sarah Morgan's quest.
How?
You know that part where you say, like, let's go? Where you're like, hey, you know, you and me, or whether you, she asks you if you want to, stay behind, or, like, she wanted to come with you, or stay behind, or whatever. Now she's telling me that I have another quest, so she can't do it, but she's still with me. So I think there's a... kind of might
I
be
just
a little
said,
bugged.
I think, what did I say? I just said whatever, like, the nice way of going our own way.
Get the fuck out of here, Sarah. Go fuck yourself.
What if you put her back in your party? What happened?
I can't remove her from my party.
You completed the whole quest chain?
No, I haven't done it yet. But I don't have any normal character interaction with her.
She didn't really have anything to say to me. She just had some occasional interjections in the quest chain for that main quest.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Sir Gideon Ophir, the all-knowing!
I just wish there was a man in a, you go to New Atlantis, someone's holding like their brother at gunpoint. They're like, "I know you're a robot," and then a Boston accent man shoots him, and then
Everybody move along. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Everybody move along. This fucking scout from TF2 there.
To see here, move along, everybody.
Fucking scout from TF2 just brained some guy. Nothing to see here, move along.
Daniel, I think the problem with my character is I'm not covered in dirt. You know what I mean?
can see that being a problem, yeah.
But the problem is this doesn't tie into the movie Joe Dirt in any way, any meaningful ways.
Oh, yeah.
You know about Joe Dirt, don't you, Daniel? You're a big fan, aren't you?
It's your movie that you really like all the time.
It's your movie. Time. You got a fucking problem or something? What are you, a Joe Dirt fan or something?
Some kind of JoJo or something.
This guy, is this fucking guy some kind of JoJo or something? What's his deal here? He is some kind of fucking JoJo?
Kind of homosexual?
He is some kind of homosexual or something?
That's what he said,
okay.
JoJo.
That's okay, but, don't be sucking my dick or something.
Don't be swinging from my park, pal, okay?
You want to, right? Like, please tell me that you're interested, though. Like,
no, I mean,
just
like,
so I feel good.
Yeah, please
so
tell me I'm attractive and that you do, in fact, want to have sex with me. But I will decline your advances right now in advance.
Please validate.
I'm not gay or anything, but, like, you're interested, right? like, you would.
Like, just tell me that you would. That's all I need. Just tell me that you would. And, like...
Don't run away. Don't run away.
Hey, come back here. Hey! Tell me you'd have sex with me. Hey!
Got a runner.
Listen, I'm not gay. I'm not trying to fuck you or something. I just need you to tell me that I'm beautiful.
I think you're beautiful, Charlie. Shut up.
Shut up,
I
Larry.
didn't want it. I think you're beautiful, boss. I didn't want to hear it from you.
I don't want to hear it from you.
Oh, the fucking fancy's gone. Oh, just great. Gay,
Yo, that's
gay,
awesome.
gay Tony Soprano.
Dude, honestly, that would actually be a really good, like, sketch comedy bit. Just chasing some gay guy down because you want him to validate you. Not gonna have sex with him or anything, because you're not gay, but you just want him to say nice things to you.
It's important to get that kind of validation.
Hey, you'd suck my dick, right?
Not asking. Okay, not asking. I want to make that...
Get out. Yes, alright, now get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. Go.
Get out of here, you homo.
Get out of here, you homo.
You sure showed him, boss.
I'd suck your dick, boss.
I'd suck your dick, boss. Shoots him. Shoots him. Just shoots the guy. I'd suck your dick, boss. You know, you picked the proper pronoun.
Very important to pick the proper pronoun.
What am I? Some kind of homosexual or something?
Was this guy some kind of fucking queer or something?
You trying to suck our dick? Here's the dealio. Square. You're gonna suck all our dicks.
You're gonna suck every fella in this room's dicks. You're gonna polish them off real good.
It's not a gay thing.
It's not a gay thing. When you leave this room, you'll forget everything you just did. You will not mention any of us, any of our names. You will not remember any of our faces. You're gonna leave this room with a smile on your face and $20 richer, okay?
I had the biggest dick.
They're going to attach you to a little dolly and roll you around underneath the table. It's the best kind of servitor. 40K. Just like a torso and a head attached to a table being rolled around. A dolly being rolled around under a table.
That consumes a woman's farts. Imagine that, servitor. Not that I'm interested. Yeah, not that I'm Cobra interested. Cobra's fart fetish is
Just so fucked up.
He hears a woman farting.
That was kind of sexy.
Here's the lady farting. Oh my god, oh my.
That was kind of sexy, YouTube.
Hey, Gothic dude is Gothic, bro. You're not Gothic. You're a monster. You're a monster.
You're a fucking weird monster. Well, she's right on that front. I mean, so is she, though, because she's English, so...
Yeah, but she's also English. Imagine a game where you could like eat
But-
helium.
I'm gonna say, imagine a game you could suck somebody's dick.
Yeah, they already have that game. It's called Half-Life 2: Lost Coast. Yeah, they already have. Actually, yeah, they already have that game.
John, did you see the tech I was showing earlier, by the way?
Yeah. Your Honor, Starfield Atlantis, death.
Oh, this is the crab. This is the crab fight. So I'm gonna leave this be for a second. I'm gonna take a quick break before we fight crab. All right, we're back. Actually, before we do this, I did want to test out the chainsaw real quick. All right.
Why do I have so many impact drivers in my cargo storage? What the fuck?
Because they're small, easy to pick up, they don't weigh much, and they seem to have high value.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just selling at the vendor all the miscellaneous stuff that's in my ship storage right now. I've been selling for a long time, and the scroll wheel has a guy that he's smaller. This person's almost out of money. I just got playing cards, plates, plungers. Holy shit. This is a nightmare. When did I pick up all this shit? Several succulents, plants, there's plants everywhere. Come on, ma'am, you need more money. Whew. This woman's gonna go out of business if she keeps doing business with me. Do you think the coffee people will buy anything at New Atlantis? Let's see. Hey there, bro.
They will.
You interested in... No, they only buy 8 items. Yeah, then you'll tend to sit down and have a Terra brewed coffee. You know, no one's at Earth anymore.
We're continuing through Grid 086 toward the Intercontinental Cargo Launcher. As promised, Carlos
I like the one guy's
serves
surplus
our
store
guide.
in the well where he sits in the back.
I'm not sure
Just
how
doesn't
safe it is to trust
just
the
sits in the
dozer.
back. He doesn't even man his own chatter. He just sort of sits in the
But
back,
if we turn her down,
contemplates
we
life.
turn her knowledge down as well. One more thing, Raven. Cinder. Carla's nickname. That's what the Rubiconians call survivors of the fires of Ibis. But if the fires happened half a century ago... well, it could just be some dozer inside joke. This will be our third sortie together, Raven. I'm quite enjoying the routine.
Main system activating combat mode.
Here we go, tourist. I'll lead the way, just as promised.
People just go to this guy's shop in the well to sit down.
It's a good place to sit.
Yes, you
It's
do.
a great place to just have a
It's
seat.
good sit.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
This elevator goes straight to the
top of the grid. The outer shell. Sadly,
It's
that's
so
beyond
funny
my
that I just
territory.
walk around the city with the stolen police uniform. I've been just wearing this stolen police uniform for a very long
A
time.
few of the stupider dozers took it as a challenge. Went out to prove themselves.
So
You can guess what happened.
Is what it is.
We've arrived at the top. Sending you new marker data. As Carla said, at this altitude, we're within firing range of the PCA's satellites.
Intruder detected. Forbidden sector. Terminating target.
That must be the PCA security system.
Well, nowhere to hide now.
Brute force it is then.
Don't get fried. Nice moves.
Intruder has escaped satellite range. Raising threat level.
We're not far from the cargo launcher.
Intruder detected near closed facility.
Might as well clean up while you're here, tourist. Never did care for the upstairs neighbors. That's what I like to see. Let's get the cargo launcher ready.
There. Access the container.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Wait. Enemy detected. That machine.
Great. You found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics sent to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here? That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist. The fires of Ibis may have taken the Institute. The dirty book survived.
Ugh, the sea spider just one-shot me.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Wait. Enemy detected.
Doing so good too.
That machine.
Great. You found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics sent to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist. The fires of Ibis may have taken the Institute. The dirty book survived.
Those silly tricks. Tried to attack the SS. The ship with the most soldiers. Space get on board. And people say I can put 5 on
No repair kits remaining.
Mario. Okay, I will say this ship is a monster in the dogfight, though. It is. Those ships were level way past.
Beast Fighter indeed putting in the
this
work.
stuff.
You can do this, Raven.
Smash it up, tourist.
AP at 50%. Left shoulder.
Not that much work though.
The generator's going to explode.
He got a lucky one shot on me before.
They were using coal for fuel.
Yeah, did you do the mission on Tau Ceti, John?
That was quite the show, tourist.
It's basically
Well,
like
we get
alien.
back on
It's basically
track.
like aliens
Hop in the
Where?
container.
on Tau
I'll
Ceti.
operate the launcher from here.
Where is that?
It's one of the planets.
Well, when I find it, I'll get to it, you know?
Travel with them until you discover the pile bunker, because pile bunker. Well, yeah,
When it rolls my way.
there's not much that's
Cool.
gonna stand up the pile bunker.
Terrormorph.
By the way, tourist. You're Walter's hound, right?
These two are playing Starfield while I play this, so they're just talking about Starfield.
Well, guess a dog can't choose its master. But still, tough luck. I feel
You wanna
Alright,
talk-
Sarah, keep it busy. You can do it.
You want to talk about
Put your
really
back into
cheating?
it.
Is the flamethrower plus the Morley. There's not really many ACs that stand up to a good like explosive shoulder launcher plus the flamethrower. I was doing it in PvP earlier, and my friend. Well, I started because my friend did it to me, and then I started doing it to them, to my other friends, and it's just ridiculous. There's no counter to it really.
At least not in one piece.
How do you use your boost back?
Just double tap space.
Dual Gatling gun, dual stun nozzles.
Oh,
stun
so
needles,
many
anything
years
in
away.
mode.
Okay,
I
not
can
good,
see.
not
I can
good.
definitely see that. I'm
Tell
so,
you ask me a question.
so I'm guessing you're using tetrapod then if you're using the dual stun needles so you can shoot while moving. Tetrapod spring chicken reverse. Oh wow, interesting.
Raven?
Well, you can carry around a lot of heavy
Sarah,
shit,
what
so
are you
that
doing?
also
You're
makes
supposed to be
sense.
holding off the Terrormorph, not running after
You see
me.
it too, don't you?
Stupid. It's just stupid and dumb.
Jump height, so you can drop the stun needles from above. Yeah, that's also a good choice.
One explorer.
The stun needles, how hard are the stun needles to land? It seemed like they'd be kind of hard to land just because you got...
Oh, yeah, I'm Lady Birdie.
It seems like the stun needles would be kind of hard to land
You
because
know.
you... Yeah, let me turn these guys down.
Walter was correct in his judgment.
I'd imagine having to do enter a firing position would make it a little bit more uncomfortable to use with a bipedal mech.
The coral. It's here, in this desolate place.
One gay leap for, I guess, for also for mankind.
Alright. Now that I've turned those nerds down.
What's up, Dan?
Oh, if you find a ship landing near you and you go, sometimes you'll get some very funny dialogue. Like, a UC, like, fighter pilot, like, landed to make repairs, and I walked up, and he's like, oh my god, you scared me, and I was like, ah, I just thought I'd come in and say hi.
Sorry, I was just responding to something.
Double tap
Chase,
space.
chase with the Gatling guns until they can't dodge anymore, then smack the stun needles down, go to strat. Gatling guns don't just stun and give me the crit on the needles. That's pretty good.
Augmented human C4621.
So I found a really cool bit of
Entering
tech.
standard mode.
I can go into practice mode and show you real quick. I found a really cool bit of tech with the with melee plus railgun or any sort of charge rifle.
Looks like you've made it to the central ice field, 621. done tying up loose ends. Arquebus found their
I have a
own
few
way
different
in and are
builds,
ready to deploy
but I've
survey
just been doing
squads.
this one because I really like
And
just
it looks
playing
like Balam's come
sort of like
running after you
VTOL
scoped
style
out the
right
place
now.
too. You know what's going to happen. Business as usual. But you can make it work for us.
New parts. What? What's new? Gridwalker. Okay, that's new. Oh wow. Okay. New game plus new parts. Salad. Nice. Dual railgun. You don't really need 2 railguns at any point. Appetizer. Oh, that's a cool looking helmet. New weapons too. Oh, this is all of Carla's stuff. This is like what her Carla's AC. Scatter missile launcher featuring 10 missile salvos in 3 consecutive stages for sustained overwhelming force. That's pretty good. Honestly, the soup seems pretty strong. Siege missile launcher. Wow, this is pretty good. Dual rail mostly for shield breaks. Yeah, I can see the functionality of it, but don't they fire one at a time? I don't think you can fire both of them at the same time, so I don't think that would be, because I tried shooting both at once and it just made me do one at a time. Okay, but you have to do it from something that can fire while moving. Because if you have to enter a firing position, you can only do one at a time.
Sarah's that dialogue the worst. She's just terrible.
Yeah, it has mastered. Yeah, you can only do one at a time if you aren't on a tetrapod or a tank. The Moonlight Blade is at its best when you charge it. Its basic attacks are pretty weak, but the charge attack does like 2,000 damage, and for being a projectile, that's pretty good. It's gonna be more niche than some of the other melee weapons, just because that's just how it goes, but the whip's good. The whip has a pretty wimpy charge attack, conversely, but its basic attacks are super high damage. I'm trying to show off a bit of tech that I discovered here. I didn't say discovered, but just a bit of tech that, yeah, that. You can hold the charge you can start holding charge while you're, in a melee attack, so that way when the melee attack ends, you can do that. You can just let go and it'll fire as soon as your melee attack animation ends. Yeah, it might be a nice thing for them to add in a future content update. Yeah, the benefit of the whip is that it comes out pretty much instantly, so you can use it even if your opponent's not stunned. Oh, I didn't mean to have both come out, both swings of the whip come out. That's really annoying. There we go. But yeah, if you break somebody's ACS, you can let go of the charge shot. It's really good also if the opponent's going to be out of the range of your second attack. And it works with just about every melee weapon. And it looks cool as shit. Dude get washed by Voltaire, he asked for a build that could do it, and I was just like, just equip the Night Rocked Arms and Pulse Gun. Deleting Baltace in like 60 seconds with that spread reduction. Yeah. Yeah, you just use a Pulse Gun or the fucking Takigawa Pulse Blade. You just use one of the Pulse weapons and, like, completely skips the shield phase. And you just need good shoulder launchers. Like, people over-rely on guns for that fight. And that was my mistake my first time fighting him, too, is I was relying too much on my guns, when you really just need to use explosives and pulse weapons just to get it done. That's the way you do it.
I've noticed that sometimes if I shoot someone in the hand hard enough, they'll drop their gun.
So here's a silly little tank build I can show off here real quick too. I like this one a lot. This one's honestly my favorite to bring into PvP against my friends. Very silly. Yeah, my friends, this is probably my nastiest build for PvP or just anti-AC fights. How good is Walter's mech? Straight up, haven't gotten around to trying it yet. I haven't tried the Coral AC yet. On paper it has some decent stats. I use its legs on my double Zimmerman build. Yeah, so there's my tank. I haven't started. I have a tetrapod set up, and it has a good weapon setup. I just don't quite like the way it looks yet. I don't know. It's perfectly functional. Like everything about it's fine, but I kind of just want to have. I want to use Balaam parts on it, but I'm doing the Balaam storyline for NG Plus because I did the Archibus storyline for my first run.
It's cool, like you basically are like hunted by like a
here's
alien,
my
like it's called a terrormorph, but it's a
yeah,
bad
here
news. Do like this like meat packing facility.
I'll probably
on this
take
planet.
the
Well,
this
you'll
rifle
label
off
the
and just
radio
run the
and you have a
Curtis
sensor
instead.
to detect how
The
far
Turner.
away
I'll probably
from
just
you
take
it
the
is.
Turner off
This
and run the
fucking is.
Curtis.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Holy shit.
Yeah, you've got to like activate, basically find a way to activate the security system. It's on Tau Ceti. If you go there, you'll probably find it. I
Yeah,
got it.
here's the here's the HAL
Oh
826.
my god, do these people like eat giant like?
It has decent stats. Like if you compare it to the Mind Alpha,
Eat.
it has slightly lower armor, but it has better attitude
It's
stability.
like a giant like iguana.
It has better attitude stability, load limit, jump distance, jump height.
I know there's like alien food items. People have been cooking and eating alien.
Yeah, which is weird because like the proteins in alien would in like an actual not like a like an
Yeah,
actual,
so there's the
alien would probably poison you.
I use
Which
the
is one of
legs because
jokes
the
in
leg
Mass
the
Effect,
legs have pretty solid stats.
Yeah.
Mass Effect 2. Because Garrus is the best romance option if you're a female. But kind of like Tali is the best one.
I'm considering maybe just running a melee weapon on this as well instead of running the missile pod. I do like the laser orbits or the laser drones. I think the laser drones are really fun to have, and I think I want to keep them on. But I think instead of the missile pod, I'm just gonna run a melee weapon. Yeah, Double Zimmerman's pretty popular. It's kind of like a basic bitch setup right now, just because so many people like it. I didn't know it. I didn't know that when I set mine up. I thought that it was, I thought that it was going to be better than the missile pod. I just don't like that. I don't like having to enter a firing stance with with rockets. I don't like how vulnerable rocket launchers make me. I do enough PvP with my friends that, like, I know that if I miss a Songbird shot and I have to enter a firing stance, I'm basically fucked. Just don't like how vulnerable it makes me feel. If I was running Songbirds, I'd prefer it to be on a tetrapod. I do like this missile pod, though. It's pretty good. No, I get that you should use it from the air. It's one of those things for me. It's just one of those things where it's like, I'd rather not. That's why I'm kind of thinking maybe a melee weapon would be very suitable for the double shotgun build, because it'd be a nice way to sort of switch the pace up on my opponent, sort of like go in for something a little different than the double shotguns. Or if I knock somebody's ACS out with the double shotguns, I can then you cash out with the melee weapon or use the melee weapon to knock it out. Just food for thought. I'm just thinking out loud here. Sometimes the recoil stance saves you. The recoil pushes you away from a missile impact, keeps you from dashing back into it. Yeah, that's fair. It's just one of those things where I try to avoid getting put in a firing stance as much as possible on bipeds.
Found any lock. You're a huge soy jacker that, you know, belongs.
What's a Xeno grub?
For me, also, I don't really use missiles for damage on builds like this. I use my guns for damage. I use the missiles for pressure, mostly, just keeping people moving or putting them in situations where I can get them more easily. I also like these missiles in particular because they split, so it's a lot of pressure. It freaks people out. I don't see how people worry about that. Boost straight past them, avoids the whole thing, but I get it being in the heat of combat. It's just one extra thing to think about. It's like occupying people's brain space, and when you just surprise them with small things like that, it's just one extra thing for them to think about. It's not necessarily like it freaks them out like they literally get scared, but it's just like a, oh, that's new sort of thing. That kind of information overload just kind of like messes with people in small ways. It also does good damage. The split missiles actually do really solid damage. No, the laser drones are one of my favorites. I love them. I don't think I could take them off this kit. I don't think I could take them off this kit even if I wanted to. You know, I will try something here, because I do honestly think, like, I'm gonna do one more little test run here with these rockets, but I really just think that if I can just get somebody to waste their boost, the best way to really get some good damage in is with the Takigawa. Missile pod comes in stronger. They lose their boost, and the rockets can do their job. Yeah, well, let's try a little experiment here. Let's put this on this shoulder, and let's switch this over to the Takigawa pulse blade and refill. Yeah, I think this might actually be the play, is with the pulse blade. Yeah, I think that's the move. Good question. Let's try that out. Let's, instead of VVC, or no, wrong one. Moonlight. Where did I leave you? Oh, here. Apply. Whoa! That is some damage! Yeah, you gotta time it right, but you can also just do the 2-hit. Yeah, the laser arch that almost guarantees a hit every time in case they recover. Yeah, because you can fire this. You can fire the time it takes you to close the gap with the normal blade is the time they have to recover. The moonlight, you can stay mid-range. True. Wow, that is some damage, dude. Yeah, so the big cash out though, the big payoff is if you can get a full charge. If you can get a full charge Moonlight Blade hit when you break their ACS, like or just do that. Another nice feature to have. FromSoft should have the ability to modify the AP of the training AC so you can test damage against potential PvP encounters. Yes, that would be great. I'd like it if they just had like tank, tetrapod, you know, like or like light, medium, heavy, very heavy, or something like that. One thing in the Moonlight Blade is that you really got to make those hits count because they are really long cooldown. Actually, let me enemy settings. I wonder if there's a quick release like on the laser blade. Glide bar for things like attitude stability, firearm spec, AP. This is where you can go all out in testing. Yeah, just like some kind of like fighting, something a little fighting gamey. Okay, so you got to hold it a certain amount. I wonder if there's like some haptic feedback here. Or maybe it's like there's a visual signal, because there's got to be a way to get it to come out a little faster. Nope. That comes out too soon. Gotta be like a way to perfect time it, so that way you don't waste time on the charge. About as quick as I can get it. that double swing is still a lot of damage. It's also honestly pretty hard to dodge because it's got so much range. Honestly, just the elements of surprise alone from that charge attack might just be enough. Yeah, point blank, it also does quite a bit of damage. Yeah, it is basically a miniature ibis. True. Yeah, that's gonna be really hard to dodge unless the opponent just like makes an emergency jump.
Is it only like in certain environments or certain?
No, they do it.
Yeah, that still does really good damage because he tried to jump away and I still got the hit. I mean, obviously, if humans are going to react differently, I'll have to try this out in some real PvP, but I think this is actually a really good setup.
That's why.
No, you just have to use it differently because it's a projectile, so the projectile is what the selling point of it is. Yeah, and even if you fuck up the charge attack and their ACS recovers, you can still get some really... It's projectile and melee, and if your point blank blade's still going to make contact... Yeah. And I mean, even if you fuck up the charge attack, it's going to build a lot of ACS strain just because it's such a hard hit. And a lot of people are just going to be mashing dodge to get out of the ACS, so they won't be thinking to jump. So you can actually probably catch people with that pretty reliably. Yeah, this is actually pretty nasty. I don't think I'm going to stick with this. This is really strong. Yeah, this also just feels really fun. When you land that perfect charge hit, downplay to Moonlight is a charge. If they hit you with a rocket during charge, you're taking it. Yeah, definitely you're going to take an ACS hit.
Okay.
So it's high risk, high reward, as opposed to if you just use like something like the Takigawa. If you use something with a much more like linear game plan, like just you get a few swings in with the Takigawa, the Pulse Blade. Sorry, I call it by the company name. If you get a few hits in with the Pulse Blade,
There's just all these random slugs walking
you get
around here sometimes.
you get more reliable damage. But I would say definitely that double swing from the Moonlight is the double swing from the Moonlight's way reliable enough that you can use it and still get really good strong damage. The charge is just like if you really want to get a big cash out, if you really just want it to pay off. The charge is less reliable, but it does enough damage that if you do land it, it's really worth the risk. It's just one of those things you have to be considerate of. It's also the Moonlight has enough ACS strain that you can use it at mid-range and actually have it do some pretty reliable stuff.
Desperately.
It's just refusing to throw follow-up, which is nice.
Has been asking for. If they're close range after the unfreeze, you're in some crazy close quarters for rocket or their melee attacks. If they have to back up because of Moonlight, you have that mid-range backup. That's true. Yeah, I should probably be using it more at a bit of a better, more of a distance. Just that ability to swap to an extra weapon while the Zimmerman's pumping is such a big, like... It helps out a lot, honestly. Yeah, just being able to swap to the Moonlight or out of it as needed as well. Having that option.
I mean, even if you don't land the hit with the Moonlight, you still force a dodge with it, so it's still good. Oh, you do double melee. That's interesting. The other thing, nice thing about the Moonlight too, is you actually have really fast recovery out of that second swing. So even though the damage is low, the commitment's also pretty low. So you can kind of just throw it out willy-nilly, and like it's a pretty risk-free option. The impact buildup that shit deals is insane too. You know, let's take this into some arenas. Let's see how this does in an arena. Let's try it against something with a little bit more combat diversity. Try it against let's just try it against Nile.
Arena combat aptitude evaluation.
I'm just thinking
program
something
number
kind of middle
7.
of the road.
You have now reached rank A. Subject AC. Deep down. Call sign Gun 2 Nile. Commencing evaluation.
Main system activating combat mode.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
This really is Ibis Jr. though. Holy shit. I'm not that far into NG plus, so I don't think I have Rusty's second AC yet. Could always just do his first one though.
Aptitude Evaluation Program, number 9, rank B.
Main system activating combat mode.
Ooh, we gotta be careful when there's cover nearby, because I guess it, cover can block the moonlight. It's still pretty good.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
Yeah, Moonlight Sword seems pretty weak on paper, but it's actually really good because it's a fucking projectile launching melee weapon. So it's got some pretty obvious benefits. Seems weak on paper, but goddamn, this thing goes off. Either one of these would really work, though. You could also just run the Pulse Blade and be perfectly fine. Huh. It's got better cooling and better direct hit, and it's still got quite a bit of range. I mean, at point blank, you could still get some really good damage out of it. The impact on the Moonlight's actually lower than the impact you get off of the the Pulse Blade. The main thing, though, again, is that the Moonlight's got that projectile hit. That projectile hit's really what's the big selling point for it. Yeah, you really can't go wrong with either of these. You could probably just flip-flop back and forth between them as you see fit.
Arena.
Main system activating combat mode.
Destroyed.
I think it depends on what kind of a playstyle you want to go for, because the Zimmerman's a very versatile shotgun that can be used up close or from medium range. So I think if you wanted to play more to that medium range sort of thing, if you wanted to play keep away, the Moonlight Blade definitely scares the opponent away more. That's what I'm saying. I think you should keep both in mind. I think you can't go wrong with either one. Because if you want to keep the opponent at a distance, the Moonlight Blade's just a constant threat hovering over their head. But if your opponent themselves is trying to play keep away, then I think the Pulse Blade would be a better option, because that lets you just kind of close the gap and absolutely clean out a round. It's just something you consider depending on your opponent or the circumstances. They're both really strong and have their own benefits.
Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation.
Main system.
But I definitely think this is the way I'm going to play this setup from now on, with the melee weapon offhand.
80%.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
Yeah, again, that Moonlight double swing miss is a lot more low commitment. It's interesting because the Moonlight Blade is a weapon of extremes. Yeah, they both have strong and weak points. The Moonlight Blade's a weapon of more extremes because it has a much weaker but much more low commitment double swing. But the charge attack on the Moonlight Blade is way high commitment. You gotta really be in it to win it with that.
Arena.
Main system activating combat mode.
It's a big risk, but they both, like you said, they both have their strong and weak points, and it depends on how you want to play it.
At 30%.
The dodge back is the plasma blade signal.
Target destroyed.
Oh, are you talking about the laser sword?
Evaluation. Well done.
Yeah, the laser sword's a viable option on just about any build, to be fair. It's a really strong option on most builds.
Arena.
Main system activating combat mode.
Yeah, and you pretty much can't be hit out of it unless your ACS is already about to break.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
Yeah, it's kind of broken. That's why I use it on my tank, because my tank because it has so much range and it has so much tracking. My tank can literally just spin to win with that thing. Let's see. The cooling, it also, I think, has some of the... It cools slightly faster than the other two as well. The big thing with the Pulse Blade, though, is the Pulse Blade has really high direct hit adjustment. So if you get somebody in a down state... yeah, let's try the Pile Bunker.
She's still at your party?
Shit's fucking busted. So I can't. So she's like, he's asking me if I want to go on the mission. You know, and you're like, you want to. When you first meet her on in New Atlantis, she's like, do you want to, like?
I definitely think
or,
you really can't go wrong with a melee weapon on any of these.
Combat aptitude evaluation program.
But I definitely would say it's a little bit of like a toss-up of what kind of melee weapon you want to bring with you.
What did you finish that main mission?
No, I haven't.
Destroyed. Including evaluation.
Okay, well, if you
done.
just finish the quest, it'll get rid of her.
It certainly did a lot of damage to him. I'll give you that.
Well, if you finish the quest, she'll...
If you prefer to just play point blank, if you prefer to just bring the Zimmermans point blank, the Pile Bunker is pretty much almost always the way to go. However, if you're gonna play around with range a little more, I definitely think
You two are on and you'll be good.
going with the laser blade or this. If you want to like play for distance, then the moonlight I think is definitely going to be the way to go a bit more.
The illusion of free choice.
I definitely think the moonlight's definitely going to be the way to go if you're going to play for distance a little bit more. I think the pulse blade and the laser blade are a good in between. And then pile bunker if you want to play at that other extreme end of just being all aggressive all the time.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
Definitely would say I'd need to get... I would definitely say I'd need to get more practice with the,
Another job.
with the moonlight in order to really make the most of it. Pulse blade, the pulse blade is really at its best. If you use it as like as a way to sort of close out on somebody's ACS or use it while their ACS is already down. The laser sword, there's like never a time where that's bad to use. You can pretty much always use the laser sword anytime, all the time.
Deserted, but there's sand, but there's no sand
Arena
here.
combat.
Main system activating combat.
Yeah, because the pulse blade has the highest direct hit damage, or the highest direct hit modifier out of any of them.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
I'd say the moonlight is still a little underwhelming just because the gap close you get from that the pulse blade and the laser blade honestly make up for the moonlight, especially at the distances you want to be using the Zimmermans at, because the moonlight I think operates just outside of the Zimmerman's like optimal range in my opinion. I don't know. I might be wrong. I generally tend to play a little close. Yeah, I think it'd work good with a mid-range control. Maybe something with just a little bit more range on it in general. Maybe if you were playing like a tetrapod, it'd be a good choice. Like, yeah, see, here, if I play for distance a little bit more... Yeah, if you play for distance a little bit more, the moonlight actually works really well, because it's a good way to cash out on damage from a safe distance.
Including evaluation. Well done.
You know how pissed I was when those things came out?
It takes a bit more finesse than something like the pulse blade, but it's got its benefits, for sure.
This ship just landed. I'm gonna.
All right, at some point we're gonna have to get back to doing the main story, but you definitely it gave me some room to think. Slap 4 loadouts of this with each weapon toss mid-range fire control system moonlight plus range.
Arena combat aptitude evaluation.
You could,
program.
for sure.
Number 9, rank B.
Main system activating combat mode.
Okay. If you see a ship land near you, go towards it. Sometimes it's random shit.
Yeah, I think no
Target
matter
destroyed.
what, a melee weapon's just the way to go.
Concluding evaluation. Well done.
He doesn't have a home. Should have shot him.
I definitely think the butter sword is the best route to go, though. At least for a general purpose. Like I said, if you want to get more specific, you can go pile bunker. You can go. I have a relatively close range FCS actually. I have this one. It's like close to mid.
Poor Radiant Quest NPC.
Yeah, his speed definitely requires me to actually try to pin him down a little.
Main system activating combat mode.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation.
I didn't full charge that first pile bunker hit. That would have done way more damage if I did. I think in terms of reliability, the best way to go is almost definitely, if you just want something reliable, the best way to go is definitely just the pulse or the laser sword. Just go with one of the swords. Moonlight, definitely, if you're playing for distance. I think if you had a more distance-oriented kit, almost, like something a little bit more on, like, the dodgy side, maybe. And then this, I mean, this speaks for itself. I mean, if you're just going all in, if you're just in their face, then yeah, just do this. The big problem with it, though, is it adds a lot of extra weight. It's kind of a chunky beast. It's a bit of a beast of burden. But with the pulse blade and the laser blade, like, they're significantly less heavy. That's the big thing, is like this, you gotta kind of build your weight around it a little bit more as well. You gotta like maybe drop some weight somewhere, maybe use lighter arms or lighter legs or something. With the swords, there's a lot less pressure, because you can just run like the Moonlight or the Pulse Blade or this, and you can pretty much get a pretty reliable outcome with it. But I think definitely the Pulse Blade, like, let's just go into the arena one more time. I think the Pulse Blade, I got the fastest run by using the Pulse Blade. The Laser Sword is also good because of that charge hit, but I think the Pulse Blade, just for how quickly you can get that cash out. Because if you're close enough to be using the shotguns, the damage you deal with the Pulse Blade is almost like instant. You're right on top of them. Yeah, you'd want a much lighter build. It'd be a lot more high risk, high reward, but you get a lot more damage out of it. I think for what I'm going for, though, I think the Pulse Blade is definitely the way to go. Let's try it against, let's just take it into, against, yeah, laser's better for pressure, because you can just throw the laser out, like, anytime. Pulse is more of, like, close to cash out or cash out time. There. Oops, I skipped Rusty. There we go.
Arena.
Main system activating combat mode.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big opener because you can do 2 shots with the shotguns, and then while they're reloading, you can just swing the laser sword. Can't go wrong with either one, really.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
The laser tracks really hard. That's like its big thing, is its tracking is absurdly good. It has really high range, really high damage, really good tracking. You can use it even if you haven't stunned them. So you can actually get a stun off the laser sword. But if you're against somebody who's maybe a little bit slower or a little bit more vulnerable, I would definitely say use the plasma sword. You could really run any melee weapon, like any of the melee weapons of the set. You could also run the lance, honestly, and you could use the lance to close gaps. Lance is kind of heavy though, so I don't think I'd want to use it on this build. But I'd say pile bunker would be a really good choice. Pile bunker, laser blade. Hammer would also work pretty well. Nah, you don't really have a lot of direct hit though. Actually have lower direct hit than the laser blade.
Oh, holy shit, I died in a fight.
First swing causes huge
Damn.
impact. Just homes in like Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, the laser sword just has really high tracking.
That's what's going on. Some of them can like one or two hit you.
You know, I almost feel like on my little like Speedy Boy setup that it would almost be better to run the laser blade. But then again, the whip does come out like really fast, so that's kind of the big thing with the whip, is the whip comes out so fast it's almost kind of impossible to react to it point blank. But the pulse blade, like if you get somebody, if you just get them in a vulnerable state, like that's it, they're done.
Grenades work a lot better than they did in Fallout 4. I actually use them. They weren't the best.
Arena combat app.
Main system activating combat mode.
Yeah.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
It is. The charge attack is supposed to be kind of an in-between between the single swing and the double swing, but the double swing does the most damage by far. The double swing on the pulse blade is just what you do if you're going for like a big damage payout. I think depending on the situation, the laser blade right now is just the most catch-all weapon. It does everything, like, the most consistently. The plasma blade is great for cashing out. The moonlight gives you some distance, situationally, and pile bunker's pile bunker. It does the pile bunker thing. Self-explanatory weapon. Yeah, double swing does really high damage, especially with that direct hit adjustment. Laser sword, the big thing with the laser sword though is you can just throw it out. Like you can just do it mid-combat, just like for free, just throw it out. Just be like, yeah, fuck it. This is what we're gonna do now.
Arena combat.
Main system activating combat mode.
Oh, I forgot to do the charge attack. Whoops.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
If you're gonna do anything on the Balteus shield, just use the charged attack of the single swing. With the pulse blade. You should be using the pulse blade against Balteus because it does fucking chew his shield down, but you definitely don't want to be doing that double swing to start with. As long as you use some kind of pulse weapon. Against Balteus, though, you just have to use pulse weapons.
A guy was like doing something on the ground. The pirate was doing like, you know, his static NPC action. I walk up behind him, he has the same for some reason. I shoot him multiple times in the head, and he just sort of stands up and goes, and he just like, he's like perfectly straight and frozen, and he just slowly falls backwards, and then fucking slowly spreads out on the floor.
I killed one
Like
pirate.
like a Scooby-Doo character gets like frozen in fear.
Yeah, that firearms precision.
The grenade, and it shot him up into the ceiling. And so
Oh yeah, the needle.
his head in the ceiling.
Yeah, that, I am curious though, because I actually should see.
You won't get that anywhere else with the best stuff.
Yeah, needle launcher. Is there something anywhere where it says how much how much damage it deals to reactive armor? I guess not, but I guess you could assume that it does, because I mean it deals high impact, so. Wow, that's pretty good.
Got a job for you, 621. It's a request from one of the Balaam
There are
companies.
just some guns the game does not want to give me ammo for.
Attention, Gun 13 Raven. This job comes from our subsidiary, Dafug. The operation will take place in the central ice fields, Yalmar Mine.
Oh, it does.
We want
That's
you to stage an
interesting.
attack on the Arquebus survey camp located there. After digging into the ice field, Arquebus launched survey drones to gather data. Whatever they found is sure to contain clues as to the whereabouts of the Coral Convergence. Put simply, your job is to seize the data. We're counting on you, Gun 13.
Oh, interesting. I see.
621, are you still hearing things? Tell me if it happens on the job. I'll make adjustments.
Damn, this crash ship was big.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission.
That's impressive.
Extract the
mark. Taking Balem's money, no doubt. Intercept!
621. Eliminate obstructions as you see fit, but remember that the data is your priority.
Go back
There. Commence retrieval 621.
Super RNG. Yeah, well, that's pretty much. You could pretty much just say that Ibis is an RNG fight, just like Falteus is kind of an RNG fight.
Trails of residual core, like the one we passed through.
I will say the one thing about the plasma whip is it cools about as fast as the laser sword does.
That makes 2.
Even the Rubiconians have forsaken this lifeless place. If the PCA has their eye on it, Coral must be involved.
That's 3. Very interesting. I'll make a copy of this.
Super risky play. I believe it. God, plasma launchers are so strong.
This should be the last one.
This one's out there. Must be a device.
You and the AC! What are you doing here?
Looks like they're at
Yeah, somehow Dad's the first hacker in business, but you're taking the first drone strike 99% of the time.
T's just got home. Shut them down.
DOT is so strong. Jesus. Ooh, bad bit. A little too greedy.
Attention Gun 13 Raven! Looks like you ruffled some feathers. Taking their drones back to HQ. I want you to find them and stop them.
Well, I mean, this isn't like complex shit. This is like something I can learn one day. Like even like little bit.
That's a data.
This is secret knowledge.
AC! That must be the independent merc. Shut it down before Balaam gets hold of our data!
Eliminate them 621.
Wait, what's the sound?
That ship. It's identifying as PCA. see. PCA's rank and file, and a big step up from subject guard MTs.
GP at 50%.
God, that shield LC is such a pain in the ass.
They've deployed drones. Intercept 621. Looks like you're on the deck. Good call. Smash the bridge, 621.
Enemy propulsion systems compromised.
It's going to blow. Get clear, 621.
AP at 30%. What?
Raven, your AC's damaged.
Yeah, I know. God, that is such an annoying fight because you get forced into fighting so many guys at once.
He like flew into the ceiling. He's probably like out. He probably clipped through the fucking surface or something.
Looks like the coast is clear. The closure area is SG's jurisdiction. Why send an enforcement squad in a warship? Special mission, maybe? Or was it?
Throw me in the credits.
Over there.
And by this I mean I make more.
Trespassers to Rubicon. This is your warning.
I make more.
Disarm and withdraw from the closure area immediately.
And I make double.
Resistance will be regarded as a declaration of war,
It's not tied down.
and you will be marked for termination.
It's quite a good deal, really.
The PCA makes no exceptions.
The PCA. They're coming.
That's what I call
Looks like we got a little too eager, 621. Us and the corporations both.
you work for the man, honestly. They'll take from you. You work for the man and you take everything and you double.
Hey, Raven. It's me,
That's
Rusty.
the low money mentality.
Your old buddy from the Vespers. Haven't talked since we climbed the wall.
My parents have trespassed.
I'd
into
love
the
to catch
lodge.
up, but I'll cut to the chase. The PCA has deployed its suppression fleet.
Buddy.
And now it's laying down the law all over Rubicon. We've already lost several survey bases, and Balam's in a sorry state too. For their part, the Rubicon Liberation Front sees this as an opportunity. If you ask me, they're counting their eggs before they're hatched.
God, Dad looks hideous.
At this rate, the
Oh my
corpse, the
God.
Rubiconists, and the independent mercs will go down together.
I haven't done
Sending
NG
you a
plus 2,
request
so
from the
don't spoil too
Archivist
much story stuff.
We could use the
I've only
wall
seen
climbers' help.
one of the two one of the 3 endings. Sorry.
One new message.
I see you got a call from V4. I've been contacted as well.
Yeah, I did the
by
air
Balam
ending.
group.
Listen, Mom.
Dad.
Seems both
Mom,
sides
you
have been
got me
forced to
like
halt the coral survey.
$80 for
Check the
a
briefing,
car.
621.
If you're talking about the point in the air ending where his radio cuts, I think that's just because you got too far away from him, or like you, because the fucking ship does leave the atmosphere. Well, I don't think he actually. I don't think anything bad happens to him at that part. I think you literally just that the radio cuts because you get too far.
Following the PCA's attack, the Rubicon Liberation Front has established a division in the central ice field. This job comes from their commander.
I don't think so. I think during the air ending, I don't think.
Supposed to be on the ship.
I don't think they got him. I think when his radio cuts out, it's because the ship you're on gets too far from the.
Like thinking she's invited or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's too far from the combat. I don't know. I just like he managed to kill Michigan, so like I don't feel like he'd go down that easy. I think that'd be kind of like too chumpy. So I choose to believe that he didn't die. I think it's just that you lost radio contact with him.
It's not his job, Sarah.
I choose to believe that he wouldn't. Yeah, no. Depending on the choices you make, yeah, he takes down Michigan, which is why I don't think Rusty can go down that easy. Yeah, no. If you take on the other mission from the one where you fight Michigan, he kills Michigan instead. Like Rusty is basically an S rank pilot. Like I like. There's no way he'd go down that easy.
He has to work all day, and you just.
That's why I don't think that during the air ending he gets shot down, because I just don't believe it. I don't think there's any way it would happen.
Fucking drink or something, don't you, Sarah? Glug, glug, glug. My God, that's just drinking my money away that I don't pay you. You know, I'm glad I don't pay her, because she'd drink it all away. I mean, imagine, you know, being Sarah, and you've like spent your entire life like trying to explore the stars, and some retard who broke rocks with a laser for 5 minutes comes along and becomes the main character of your story.
Attention, Gun 13 Raven. This request comes from our affiliate Dafeng.
And you're just second. You're like not.
We'll be conducting a diversionary operation to attract the PCA's attention
to their story.
You are to report to the Engebret Tunnel in the central ice field. It's a derelict watch point.
It's really
slated for restoration by the PCA in the near future.
Boy and the robot and the main character.
Infiltrate the tunnel, then find and destroy the sensor they're planning to repair. The objective is to distract the PCA and divert forces from their local base. Briefing over. Counting on you, Gun 13.
I think I did this one.
Oh, here, let me drop a bunch of shit I have because my it's just too fucking stupid.
This job came to us from the de facto leader of the Rubicon Liberation Front. Let's see what it says, Raven.
This is Middle Flatwell.
Oh, this is a new mission. I haven't seen this one
Central
before.
Icefield Command.
This is a new game plus mission.
We and the Bellius Command are ramping up against the corporations on 2 fronts. At present, our primary concern is the seizure of PCA hardware by the corporations. The outsiders have the expertise and the resources to reverse engineer PCA technology. They're hungry too. Hungry enough to consume the PCA whole.
Sarah's like, it's over.
This leads me to my request.
I guess that's it.
The PCA have stationed LCs and a new model, the HC, at the Hjalmar mine. I want you to obliterate them in order to mitigate the potential for corporate gains.
I would really like some more ammo for this, and I don't want to pay.
Raven, I await your favorable response.
Yeah.
I don't buy ammo. I don't buy any. I'm a warrior. Warriors don't buy ammo.
Yeah, we just kind of.
Yeah, for New Game Plus, I'm doing everything I haven't seen before. So I beat up Iguazu at the dam.
I wish there was somebody here that was born to carry my burdens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm doing everything I haven't seen before, so I'm gonna do this choice.
More like I'm sworn to have your children, got them. Oh.
Hey, buddy. This job comes from Schneider of the Arquebus Group.
Status of that one bear.
Here's the rundown. They want you to attack the Jorgen refueling base, a PCA foothold on Rubicon. The target is the energy refinery plant deep inside. Take that out and, well, it ought to slow down their suppression fleet at least. Until recently, Jorgen was one of Balam's Coral survey bases.
Can I go?
It only took a day for the PCA suppression fleet to commandeer the base. You'll also find a number of fuel storage tanks that I've marked as pay targets. I want you to be a walking advertisement for opportunities in destruction. A walking advertisement? You're not their mascot, 621. Just focus on getting the job done.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Take out the PCA forces and head for the energy refinery plant.
Code 1-5. Contact with AC of unknown affiliation.
Suspect corporate hire. Single AC.
Terminate immediately.
There will be bonuses for destroying the fuel storage tanks along the way. We should do our best to take them out. Fuel storage tank destroyed. There should be more. Let's earn some extra credits while we can.
Code 5, unaffiliated AC. Moving to terminate.
You see that, 621? That dome's your refinery plant. I've updated your marker data. Head for the target.
Code 70. Code 5, unknown AC.
So messed up that day.
Must be having plans. Contain the situation. Terminate it.
Like, I
Looks
can
like an
see that.
independent mercenaries assembly.
Leave the analysis. Intercept.
Code 1-5.
Here's the Vanguard. Handle it!
Two repair kits remaining.
I guess they could have modeled, you know, the father after the real one, but the game would have been pretty good too.
Code 5, target confirmed.
Locked on. Base of action
Well, yeah, I used my double shotgun. I used my double shotgun build on my first playthrough. I want to avoid it my second playthrough so I can get some variety.
Storage tanks destroyed. This should be a nice catch, right?
That's the refinery plant. 21621.
Code 5. Hostile AC sighted.
Requesting backup from the system. Code 78.
Target destroyed. Our work here is done, 62.
Raven, I'm picking up something in the stratosphere.
Just
It's approaching fast.
Code 2-3, attending C.
just
Watch point report checked out.
I get why they didn't go full Dynasty Warriors with some of the mob elements, because it's part of Armored Core tradition to have the trash mobs be a little bit jobbery, just to give you a bit of that power fantasy feel.
I've identified PCA SP, Special Forces. We can't afford to take chances. 621, eliminate them. Actually, PCA SP machines. Highly mobile executioners for priority targets. By the PCA's elites. Focus on one at a time, 621. Don't let them double team you.
You're a real troublemaker, Raven. Effective level of resistance, sir. You won't fail this time. The system gave its verdict. Immediate termination. I'll shoot you.
Oh, there's a unique animation. That's interesting.
Target is down. Proceeding as planned.
One PCA
Stay focused, 621.
I've never seen him do those moves before. Yeah, I noticed it does a lot of damage. Still got him though.
Both PCA SP craft destroyed.
what a genius.
I'm sure our mini masters planned for that too.
Like, yeah, let's
Make
just
out
like
their walking advertisement,
power
all right.
for us.
We'll have earned
You know,
plenty of extra pay at
That's
least.
right, this shit.
I think we've done enough to inspire
Yeah,
other mercenaries to
that
work
tracks
for us.
really hard.
To join up. Although the Vanguard is not gonna war crime the shit out of the galaxy.
I mean, I don't think those are mutually exclusive. I mean, you'll learn about how the UC fights in
One new message.
like they like technically kind of won the war with the free whatever.
Archivist Group Mercenary Liaison.
They win,
V8 Pater here.
and they still
Impressive work on the refueling base assault.
their channels.
V4 has left me a message addressed to you, if I may. I knew
Very
you
true.
could do it, buddy. I've got my eye on you. That is all. We at the Archivist Group expect much from you.
Yeah, that thing tracks super hard and just stun locks you to death. Can't wait to unlock it for myself. I'll probably end up putting that on my, I'll probably end up putting that on my Uriel. I'm pretty sure it's, I mean, I'm pretty sure anything you see anybody use in the game is unlockable. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to unlock it. Well, either way, I'm gonna call it there for the night. We spent a little bit more time testing build ideas than I would have liked, but you know, it's fun. It's part of the fun of the game is testing stuff out. Either way,
So they're both
thanks for the follow, man.
Just send me my, like, you know, my 2% credit.
Well, we'll be
It's not a lot,
I'll
but,
be
you
streaming
know,
again tomorrow.
They're getting plastic surgery. Their
Yeah.
dad's gambling.
Yeah, good for arenas and stuff. But either way, yeah, we'll be back for more tomorrow, so don't you worry. As I'm gonna wrangle up these guys now. Have a good one, man.